Hi guys, it's Miss Howard. At this point, you should have read paragraphs 26 through 32 of Rogue Wave. So now you're ready to complete your short answer question. Today's short answer question is focusing on Scoot's feelings. Okay, so we really want to look closely at paragraphs 29 through 32 because that's where we really get into Scoot's feelings. So if I were you, I would maybe want to go back and read paragraphs 29 through 32, just so you can get a fresh picture of how Scoot is feeling. Okay. So I do want to give you guys an example, but I'm going to have to use another paragraph because I can't give you an example from paragraphs 29 through 32 because that's what you're going to do. So my example is going to come from paragraph 25. Okay. We've already read this paragraph. And in this paragraph, we're going to focus on Sully's feelings. Okay. This is just Miss Howard's example. We're going to use paragraph 25 and focus on Sully's feelings. So we'll read this paragraph real quickly before I get into my response to the short answer question. Okay. At paragraph 25. Eyes closed, teeth clenched. He kept pounding away with the bloody fist. Finally, he went back into the ocean to try once more to open the doors. He sucked air, taking a half dozen deep breaths, and then dove again. Bracing his feet against the companionway frames, he felt every muscle straining, but the doors remained jammed. He was also now aware that if they did open, more water would rush in, and he might not have time to find Scoot in the blackness and pull her out. But he was willing to take the gamble. So here are our sentence stems. And remember, we're using the example, paragraph 25, and we're focusing on Sully. Okay, so in paragraph 25, I believe Sully is feeling blank. The next one is, I know this because in paragraph blank, it says blank. The last one, this makes me think he is feeling blank because blank. Okay, so now I've completed the sentence stems. Okay, in the first sentence stem, I am basically just giving my answer to how I think Sully's feeling in paragraph 25. All right, so it says in paragraph 25, I believe Sully is feeling determined. That's my answer. The second sentence stem, this is where I show my text evidence. Okay, I know this because in paragraph 25, it says, but he was move myself up. Okay. But he was willing to take the gamble. And this is a direct quote, guys, from paragraph 25. See my quotations right around my quote. Okay. And lastly, right here, I'm just going to explain or elaborate my answer up here of him feeling determined. Okay. So it says, this makes me think he is feeling determined because he is not going to give up and is willing to do whatever it takes to get to his sister. Okay. So that's my example. And I was using paragraph 25 and I was focusing on Sully. Hey, so guys, I do want to stop and kind of tell you how I got to my answer of determined, of Sully feeling determined in paragraph 25. Okay, so first of all, determined means that you are willing to do whatever it takes. You have a no matter what type attitude to get your task completed. Okay. Sully is trying to get to his sister. And I think we'd all agree that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get to her. So if we look at this first sentence in paragraph 25, it says, eyes closed, teeth clenched. He kept pounding away with the bloody fist. Okay. So he's been beating so hard on this door trying to get it open that his hands are bloody. Okay. So that tells you right there that he's determined. He's willing to start bleeding and hurt himself just to get to his sister. Okay. Now, if you remember, I chose for my quote, for my text evidence, I chose, but he was willing to take the gamble. Okay. All right. So gamble means risk. And we do know what risk means. Okay. So we know that Sully's willing to take the risk. What is the risk, Ms. Howard? Well, if we look at the second to last sentence here, it says that he was also now aware that if they did not open, more water would rush in and he might not have time to find Scoop in the blackness and pull her out. Okay, so his gamble or his risk is that he's beating on this door to get it open. If he gets it open, okay, if he doesn't get to Scoop before the water gets to Scoop, Scoop's going to drown. Okay, that's the risk that he's willing to take. That he's like, I got to get to her. And I'm really hoping that I get to her before the water does. Okay, that's the risk that he's taking. So I think we all agree that Sully is very determined to get to Scoot and rescue her and bring her to safety. Now it's your turn. Okay, you are going to complete these sentence stems, but you're going to be talking about Scoot in paragraphs 29 through 32. Okay, so now it's your turn. This is what you're going to fill out for Scoot for paragraphs 29 through 32. So here's your actual short answer question. How is Scoot feeling in paragraphs 29 and 32? And here are your sentence stems for Scoot in paragraphs 29 through 32. And so this is what you'll fill out, guys. Okay? All right. So let me move myself and let me say this. Guys, look. Do not use my example. That was just an example for you to complete these sentence stems that are on the screen now, okay, about Scoot in paragraphs 29 through 32. All right, so your turn. If you have any questions, please come to tutorials at 11 o'clock or email your teacher. All right, bye for now.